At one time, these brands were the definition of status, names whispered with envy at every valet. But inside the boardrooms, the panic is growing. Electric transitions missed, production slashed, heritage turned into liability. In the next few minutes, we'll count down 7 once great carmakers caught between nostalgia and survival. The first story might just change how you see luxury forever. Number 1, Fiat. Fiat used to be everywhere. Bright little cars zipping through cities, symbols of affordable fun. Its charm was simplicity, small, efficient, and distinctly Italian. But that same charm is turning into a liability. The company that once defined urban mobility now looks trapped in its past. While the rest of the world races toward electric SUVs and software-driven performance, Fiat is still relying on nostalgia to sell an aging idea of car ownership. In the US, its lineup has nearly vanished, reduced to a handful of variations on the 500 nameplate. Even in Europe, where the brand remains strongest, sales have slipped as competitors flood the market with fresher, more capable EVs. The 500e offers a glimpse of progress, but one car can't carry an entire brand. Delays in launching new electric models leave Fiat years behind others with robust EV portfolios. Inside Stellantis, where resources are stretched across more than a dozen marques, Fiat's role is increasingly uncertain. Its focus on affordable city cars clashes with the parent company's push toward high-margin electrics and global consolidation. Nostalgia alone won't keep Fiat alive. Without a bold reinvention, it risks becoming little more than a stylish footnote in automotive history. Is European flair enough to survive? Number 2, Mini BMW. When BMW brought Mini back to life, it sold a dream. Small size, big personality, all wrapped in British nostalgia. At first, it worked. Drivers loved the playful handling and retro looks. But that spark is fading. Today's buyers, especially younger ones, see Mini less as a lifestyle choice and more as an expensive throwback. Even with BMW's deep pockets, the brand struggles to find its footing in a market obsessed with tech and practicality. Sales tell the story. Special editions keep appearing, each promising uniqueness but offering little beyond a paint job or trim tweak. Instead of feeling exclusive, they make Mini look repetitive. The electric Mini Cooper SE was meant to be the turning point, yet its short range and limited tech left reviewers calling it charming, not competitive. It highlights the brand's biggest problem, trying to modernize without losing its identity. Inside BMW's structure, Mini sits awkwardly between nostalgia and neglect. Its quirky image can't compete with the innovation and luxury of its parent's core lineup. Ironically, the style that once defined it now holds it back. And in the automotive world, staying fashionable means more than looking good. It means evolving. Some brands never escape their parents' shadow. Others disappear inside it. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 3, Chrysler. Chrysler was once known as an American success story, the name behind elegant sedans and bold engineering. Now it barely registers as a car maker at all. Inside Stellantis, Chrysler has become an afterthought, a brand that exists, but only technically. Its entire lineup has dwindled to just one core model, the Pacifica minivan. That's a sharp fall for a company that once dominated driveways and showrooms across the country. The decline didn't happen overnight. Years of corporate mergers left Chrysler without direction or investment. Promising concepts vanished, and its EV strategy never materialized beyond vague plans. While competitors embraced crossovers and electrification, Chrysler stayed frozen in time, clinging to past prestige that buyers no longer recognize. Dealers report less enthusiasm each year because there's simply nothing new to sell. Once, owning a Chrysler meant comfort and innovation. Today, it signals a company running out of reasons to exist. Brand equity doesn't pay the bills anymore, especially in a market that rewards progress, not nostalgia. As the world shifts toward high-tech mobility, Chrysler feels like a museum exhibit still pretending to build cars. If even an American icon can be reduced to a single model, could Europe's luxury giants be next? Number 4, Jaguar. Jaguar once represented the height of British engineering. Sleek, precise, and effortlessly elegant. But the prestige that once defined it now hides a serious problem. No clear identity. The company's push to go fully electric sounded like a comeback plan, yet repeated delays and a lack of global traction have turned that promise into uncertainty. Its transition feels more like a stall than a sprint, leaving Jaguar caught between its past brilliance and an unclear future. Global sales have fallen sharply, showing how little its current models resonate with modern buyers. The F-Pace and XF may still carry expensive badges, but they no longer lead conversations about innovation or desirability. Most investment within its parent company now flows toward Land Rover, leaving Jaguar with lofty goals but limited fuel. Each rebranding attempt, new slogans, new direction, has failed to lift it beyond nostalgia. The irony is hard to miss. What once made Jaguar desirable, its craftsmanship, its history, is now holding it back in a market ruled by efficiency and tech leadership. Its biggest challenge isn't beating Tesla. It's escaping its own legend. And with time running short, Jaguar's greatest rival may just be the weight of what it used to be. A struggle its sibling brand knows well. Number 5. Land Rover. Land Rover still sells the dream of exploring wilderness in total comfort. But that image hides growing financial strain. The brand's glossy advertisements and luxury interiors can't cover the cracks forming beneath the surface. Despite premium prices, buyers are losing patience with reliability problems and expensive recalls. For a vehicle that promises durability, breakdowns and repair costs have become an ugly reminder that image and performance aren't always the same thing. Even as demand for high-end SUVs grows, Land Rover's customer confidence continues to erode. In markets like the US and Europe, repeat buyers are dwindling because trust has worn thin. Meanwhile, the global shift toward electrification complicates the brand's identity. Building a rugged, all-electric off-roader that upholds Land Rover's heritage is far more difficult than marketing one. The transition demands major investment, yet resources within JLR appear stretched, leaving future lineups uncertain. Analysts suggest not every model will make it to the next decade, and the focus may narrow to only the most profitable nameplates. That means the Defender or Range Rover badge might endure, but the variety surrounding them could fade away. Behind Land Rover's polished image is a brand quietly heading towards strategic downsizing rather than growth. And Japan once taught that same lesson. Number 6. Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi's decline hasn't been sudden. It's been a quiet fade into the background. Once a force in rally racing and engineering innovation, the brand that built icons like the Lancer Evolution and Eclipse now leans on economy crossovers few can name. These models fill showroom space but lack the spark that once defined the company. Performance and design have given way to practicality, placing Mitsubishi in the awkward space between nostalgia and invisibility. Across the US, dealerships have thinned, reflecting a shrinking presence rather than a growing one. The company now depends heavily on its ties to the Renault-Nissan alliance, often surviving on shared technology described as alliance scraps. That reliance limits Mitsubishi's ability to create truly unique vehicles or invest significantly in electric innovation. Global restructuring has turned it into a regional player, prioritizing low-risk stability over aggressive growth. Ironically, that restraint is both Mitsubishi's shield and its weakness. By keeping ambition small, the brand avoids major losses, but also major wins. Its endurance now seems fueled less by passion than by inertia. Yet beneath that survival strategy lies a simple truth. Staying small can only delay the inevitable, and Europe's luxury world knows that feeling all too well. Number 7. Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo has always been the romantic heart of Italian motoring. Cars built as much for beauty as for speed. Buyers fell in love with how they looked and felt behind the wheel. But passion doesn't balance books. In a market driven by sales numbers and reliability scores, emotion can only take a brand so far. Under Stellantis, Alfa's promised revival looked bright on paper. New electric models, a global push, and renewed confidence. The reality is far quieter. Sales volumes remain tiny, profits fragile, and the lineup thin. The Giulia and Stelvio were launched as Alfa's comeback heroes. Yet both are aging fast in a segment filled with fresher competition. Their early acclaim faded as drivers found better performance and technology elsewhere for less money. New electric concepts are still coming, but that delay leaves Alfa chasing rivals it once inspired. Most of its sales still come from Europe, a narrow base for a company with global ambitions. Behind the romantic marketing is a harsh truth. Prestige doesn't guarantee survival. Stellantis can't fund nostalgia forever, and corporate patience has limits. When heritage, reputation, and financial results drift too far apart, the clock starts ticking, and Alfa Romeo's is ticking fast. Legacy doesn't guarantee survival anymore. These brands may wear badges of prestige, but many now sell history more than innovation. The shift to electric vehicles has exposed a hard truth. Heritage without evolution is a countdown, not a safety net. A familiar nameplate doesn't promise permanence when technology moves faster than tradition. So the next time you see a luxury logo polished to perfection, ask what's really underneath it, progress or memory. Because not every car brand with a past has a future. Some are simply echoing their greatness until the silence finally settles in.